You need to make a page to accurately represent the work that you've done for the yearbook. Very brief amounts of writing, but generally some screenshots of the photographs that you've done and the pages that you worked on. And then a description of what part of that page you worked on. Some of you worked on several different pages in little ways. Some of you designed entire double page spreads and worked on them completely on your own. First thing you'll do is go to your blog. Now I am going to make this demo page in MakeMe so you all have access to it, but you will need to go to your blog. Then, instead of a post, you're going to go to Pages. If you click on Pages, you'll see I have several pages on the MakeMe blog. But you are going to make a new page. When you get here, again, you may or may not have more pages. You'll have a home page anyway. We're going to create a new page, and it's going to be a blank page. On that blank page, once it comes up, okay, once that page comes up, you're going to title it Yearbook Contributions. Okay, let's do 2 pages. Let's do one for photographs. That page for photographs needs to include a couple of things. Now, I have posted them here. Fabulous. So, photo contributions. For example, if you took group shots, you would then list those group shots. Daruma, maybe you took a picture of Tokyo, Hands on Tokyo, or Amnesty International, or whatever. And then you would want to include small screenshots of those photos. Okay, so let's see. We could go here. And this is pretty big. We don't necessarily want to see specific faces in these pictures. And pay particular attention to that if you have names with it. So I want to be a little bit careful about that. But let's say you shot Habitat for Humanity and you shot Hands on Tokyo, but not the ambassadors. You could just take little screenshots of those small pictures. Okay, so we go back here and we have screenshots. Now we're going to upload. We can go choose the files. And somewhere on my desktop, we have today's screenshots. Yay! So open that. I can upload multiple ones at once. Awesome. Let's go choose the other one. Which one did I forget? That one. Yes, now we have 2. And I think we can add both. Excellent, yay! Now, you also have the option of making these left or right justified. We can put this up here maybe. Somewhere. Oops, maybe we just want to leave them centered. That might be better. Okay, there we go. So those would be your group shots. Then you could go down and let's say you took some pictures of a sporting event. You could add some small screenshots of said sporting event. Those are some pages. Sporting event. So you can go to the image library and see several of your pictures together. You could pick 1 or 2 and take a screenshot and then drop those in. So we could have some examples of the pictures that you took of whichever event. So you would want an example of at least 2 or 3 for each event that you shot. Candid photos, right? Perhaps you took some candids. You would want to do a similar thing, go into Jostens where you have them uploaded, and I would prefer you do it from Jostens because that shows that you uploaded them to the right place. Some of you turned in your work other ways. If you have it in Chochin, that's another option. But remember, we're really going to be using the things from Jostens, so that would be there. Then, what you would need to do if you had other work that you had done, whether that was a design for a divider page, or maybe if that can count as a page, or if you worked on something else that was part of a graphic, or working with photographs, you could certainly put that in here too. Then you have these two questions to answer. How would you characterize your contributions in terms of photographs? It might be that you said you worked primarily during the school day and did what you could with helping out for the club's group photos and fitting in things during flex and lunch and activity. Some of you also shot some events in the RT. Some of you also went to sports. Some of you went to so make sure we're accurate about the representation of the work that you did. And then, where did those pictures get used? Were your kids perhaps used in one of the collage pages? Take a look, take a perusal. Take a look at the Spirit Day page. See if any of your Spirit Day photos were used there. And sort of make some notes there about how effective your photographs were in terms of meeting the need for the yearbook. So that is what you need for that page. So I'm going to publish that. And then part 2, you can see here it's in with everything else. You can move these pages around. I'm going to make one more new page, and you're going to do a similar thing for representing the work that you did with your yearbook page contributions. Okay. Now these are going to be a little bit different in that you are going to also put links in with these to the blog post where you are talking about working on those pages. So that will give an even better representation of the work you did over time, and also will not require you to rewrite anything, to duplicate your thoughts about a particular page or your work on it. You'd be like, yeah, check over there. That's where I wrote about that. So yearbook pages, for example, let's say in fall sports, and feel free to use color, bold, let us know what's going on here. Say you did the cheer page, and then you could say blog post about cheer page, and then you would highlight that maybe and link, and then go to the URL for your particular post. Let's say I wanted to link to, let's find a yearbook post here. See if anybody's done one for a while. Yearbook, or better yet, we could use our tags. Yearbook. Fabulous, right? We've got weekly, not so much with the posts. Okay, here's one. There we go. So let's say you wanted to link specifically to this blog. Now, and it would be your personal blog, not the class blog. If you click on the bold link for that post, you get a link to a post specifically, not to the whole blog. See how this one says Yearbook October 24th? Well, it's just for that blog post. So then you could go here and put in that particular post right there, and open a new window is fine. And let me pull this up. Let me say OK. So now you have a link here that will take you to the page for the post, and you may have multiple posts for your cheer page. So that would be my suggestion there. Then you would, for example, upload the screenshot you might have of your, I didn't take one of that, of whatever your pages are. So in this case, it's not the cheer page, but such is life. And you, again, just need that small photo of the double page spread and that link to the blog posts. So, for example, the same person did cheer and swim and table of contents. If you worked on another page with somebody, please give them credit too. That would be helpful. Perhaps you worked with a team. Those of you that were doing the underclass photos, some of you were doing a little bit across all of them. Some of you just worked on, say, the junior section, that kind of thing. That would be fine. If, say, for example, you had a divider page that you created, something like a divider page could be a slightly larger screenshot, because we don't have any, let's see where I put it, there. We don't have any pictures of students with names on that. We don't necessarily want to have names and faces and everything all going out at the same time. So we have to be a little careful about what we post, but that one's an easy one. So you could post that a little bit bigger so people could actually see what you did for work on it. And all the dividers are like that, because the dividers don't have the students' names on it. Then you would answer the following questions in terms of overall, what went well, what might you have done more of, how was your time management, and what about your pages could have been done better, or perhaps it was working more closely with the photographer, or doing better about planning early to get the events and or groups that you needed shot. Maybe it was paying attention to the pictures and making sure you don't duplicate the same person on the page. What are some of those things that you learned about through the process of doing? So reflect on that a bit. So you, yearbook folks, only have 2 pages to do. There's lots of little components to that, but just 2 pages. So overall, this will be your reflection and representation of the specific things that you did that went into the making of the yearbook. Now, please don't forget about the things on the photos, like the group photos that you might have done, or maybe you helped find jump pictures from friends on Facebook, or maybe you sent emails to get things like rosters from folks. Maybe you helped organize an admin photo. Any of these things count as contributions too, so put them on the appropriate page and really think about the work that you've done to put into this lovely yearbook that is going to be a fabulous thing for 2014. So that is the gist of it. And of course, at the end, you're going to hit publish, and then you will have a couple of pages here and here to refer back to. Now, these are published on the Make Me blog, so if you want to check out those pages and copy and paste those questions, go right ahead. And this will be, the video will be up for you to follow along step by step momentarily. So we'll do that, and then if you have any questions in class on Tuesday, you've got a week to put this together. And as long as I have it by 3 o'clock on Monday the 16th, we are all set. So thank you very much, and enjoy putting that together.